Oh my God, you guys, last night was so freaking amazing. Seeing Oppenheimer in 70mm IMAX was such a treat.
Thank you so much for getting the tickets, Barack. It was amazing to see Florence Pugh's gorgeous titties in IMAX.
It was my pleasure, Joe. Man, I'm in such a good mood right now.
Brock, where the hell is the Stanley Kubrick tier list?
And now I'm not.
Oh, look, it's the one Jew that doesn't look good with facial hair. What the hell do you want, Ben?
Obama promised me a Stanley Kubrick tier list in exchange for your 70mm IMAX tickets. I'm here to collect on that promise.
Jesus, Obama, you friggin' sold out to Ben. Why the hell didn't you just buy the tickets like a normal person?
I would have, but Michelle took away my credit card after she saw the $700 of V-Buck purchases.
Good Lord, Barack, I think you have a problem.
Obama, if you don't give me the tier list by the end of today, impulse purchases are going to be the least of your issues. And that goes for you too as well.
Oh, what you gonna do, Ben? You gonna call us woke and destroy us with facts and logic?
No. In these types of situations, I prefer good old-fashioned blackmail.
What the hell could you possibly have on us, Shapiro?
I think this photo might be a bit incriminating for all of you.
How the hell?
Oh, crap.
What the fuck, Ben? What happens in Bangkok stays in Bangkok.
It will stay in Bangkok, Barack, as long as you keep up your end of the bargain.
Fine, we'll make the stupid tier list.
Good boy. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm going to own the libs by making a 40-minute video explaining why Barbie is the worst movie ever made. Wish me luck, boys.
Christ Jesus, I hate that kid.
On God, if I wasn't afraid of being impeached for a hate crime, I'd shove his precious yarmulke up his ass.
Same. No cap. His sister's breedable, though.
Obama, I'm pretty sure that's just Ben in drag.
I'd still hit it.
Same.
No homo.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Okay, let's get this over with. First off is his feature debut, Fear and Desire. I think this one is pretty cut and dry. It's going in D tier.
It doesn't even deserve that, Obama. It's one of the worst fucking war films ever made. I swear you can find more creativity in a ninth grader's Romeo and Juliet project.
I quite like that movie. I think I saw it when it came out.
Joe, I'm amazed you were able to stay awake during that amateur piece of crap. What kind of pretentious war film depicts both sides without telling the audience what country they fight for?
I don't know. Top Gun Maverick?
Those were clearly Russians, Joe.
Focus, boys. We shouldn't be spending too much time on this entry. While it may be Kubrick's debut, it's hokey and haphazardly assembled. Even Kubrick disowned it.
Rightfully so. Fear and Desire, more like Set It on Fire. Throw it in F tier.
I'm not happy, but there are plenty of other movies where women are held against their will, so I'll allow it.
God damn it, Joe. You are watching these movies for all the wrong reasons, but let's continue. Next up is Killer's Kiss. I'd give it a B tier, to be honest. It's leagues better than Fear and Desire, and I like its pulpy noir feel.
If I were grading this as a student film, I'd agree, but since it's a proper movie with a decent budget, I have to give it a C tier. So many sections of this movie rely on narration to tell the story that it becomes painfully obvious that they ran out of money and couldn't afford a few days of extra filming. And sadly, the end result feels like an unfinished product.
I agree, and I also didn't like how censored the movie felt. I know the Hays Code was in full swing at the time, but how the hell is a dance hall a good substitute for a strip club? Also, I hated the ending.
Yeah, the fight choreography was kind of cringe.
No, it wasn't that. Those fucking mannequins creeped the shit out of me.
Joe, you binged the Human Centipede trilogy in one night, but you can't handle mannequins?
Yeah, isn't that the case for most people?
Never mind, just give me your rating.
I'd give it a C tier as well. It's well shot, and I like how the bad guy goes from being a total simp to a Chad by the end of the movie. But the overuse of narration and mannequins ruin it for me.
Still think that's a weird final reason, but fine. C tier it is. On to his first real good movie, The Killing. This is a solid B tier.
I agree. It has great suspense during the heist scenes, and the ending is a perfect summation of why you should never fly with Spirit Airlines.
And don't forget the cuckolding wife getting her due comeuppance.
Ah, yeah, her death was super based.
Amen, that hoe deserved the bullet she got to her gut. Are you fine with B tier, Joe?
I'm fine with it.
B tier it is. Now on to Paths of Glory, or as I like to call it, A Few Good Frenchmen. This movie is fucking excellent, and anyone who says otherwise is an inbred donkey raping shit-eater.
That's the most base comment I've ever heard you say, Barack, and I couldn't agree more. This movie is fucking powerful, and its statement is clear. Fuck war, fuck bureaucracy, and fuck those who strive for glory instead of the preservation of life.
Gospel truth, bro. And the fact this is based on a true story makes it even more heartbreaking.
Yo, is it okay to admit that the ending scene in the bar kind of made me tear up?
No cap, I cried like a 13-year-old watching Titanic.
Same. That German girl's voice penetrated my soul and made me cry harder than when I heard about Hunter's drug addiction.
Can I assume we'd all have it in S tier?
I'd personally put it in A tier since I like some of Kubrick's movies more, but I'm fine with it being an S tier. It's such a damn good movie.
Into S tier it goes then. Up next, his first big blockbuster movie, Spartacus.
This movie is such a classic. Everything about this production is top-notch. And unlike Pearl Harbor, I was actually invested in the love story. It's A-tier minimum.
Sadly, I have to disagree with you, Joe. I like the movie, but it's B tier at best. If 2001, A Space Odyssey is his magnum opus, Spartacus is his Marvel movie paycheck, It's well made and it's an okay time, but it bears no hallmarks of his style, and it is a by-the-numbers genre epic that plagued its era. Even Kubrick distanced himself from the movie because of the lack of control he had over it.
Oh, Kubrick was a whiny bitch. Adjusted for inflation, Paths of Glory was a $10 million movie, and Spartacus was a $120 million movie. With that huge of a production difference, it was only natural for the studio to have that much more control over its production. It may not have been what he wanted, but he directed 99% of the production, and in the end, he made a solid movie which propelled his career forward. Spartacus goes into A tier.
Hooray, I'm Spartacus.
Such an overrated movie, but fine. It'll make the little fanboys happy. What's next?
Up next is Lolita.
Oh my God, I fucking love this movie.
Nope. And, oh no, not a fucking chance, Joe.
Wait, why? What's up?
Joe, I love you, but I'm not going to let your child sniffing ass express your opinion on this Pizzagate of a movie. If George Lucas saying the N-word in our last video didn't get this channel suspended, your fucking comments will.
So lame.
Trump, I'm not a fan of the movie. How do you feel about it?
I'd give it a low B or high C tier. While it has some great moments, the Hays Code hurt the movie tremendously, so it couldn't properly address the creepier parts of the novel.
I can agree with that. C tier it goes.
Ugh, thank God we got that over with.
I know, right?
Fuck you guys. Lolita and Cuties are both misunderstood treasures.
Yep, yeah, sure, Joe. And so is Charlie Manson. Up next, we have Kubrick's funniest movie by far, Dr. Strangelove.
I love this movie so much. It's stupid funny, and Peter Sellers is amazing at playing three totally different characters.
The production design was on point, too. The war room is so freaking iconic, it made the entire human race believe it actually existed.
I'm still pissed off. It's not a real place. Finding that out on my first day in office was more disappointing than learning Santa Claus wasn't real.
Santa's not real?
What would you rank it, Trump?
Easy A tier. I'd give it S tier if it weren't for the fact that it mocks the dangers of fluorinated water.
Not surprised you believe that shit, Trump. I'd give it A tier as well, though. How about you, Joe?
Hate to be this guy, fellas, but I'd give it a low B tier.
Really?
Why so low, Joe?
I don't know. It's a great movie and all, but it just doesn't resonate with me. After living through the pandemic, I just find the thought of being stuck in a bunker while the world ends thoroughly depressing.
I guess I can understand that.
Same, but I'm still going to put it in A tier anyway.
Yep, what's next?
2001, A Space Odyssey.
F tier, absolute trash. It's cinematic NyQuil.
On God, how?
Once again, Joe, your narcolepsy has given you the cinematic taste buds of a fucking TikTok user.
Shut up, Trump. This movie was 3 hours of Kubrick jerking off in front of the audience. Every VFX shot is 20 minutes long. All the human characters are more robotic than HAL 9000, and the ending 20 minutes are a pretentious DMT trip. The only good part of the movie is the score, and even that shit isn't original.
Joe, while it's not entertaining in the same way Transformers 2007 is entertaining, the visuals are hypnotic, and the story keeps you guessing for the entirety of its runtime. Those achievements alone make it at least A tier, if not S tier.
Oh, stop sniffing glue, Barack. This movie is so pretentious and confusing, they made a sequel just to explain the ending.
That movie is garbage and shouldn't exist. It tarnishes this masterpiece's legacy.
Oh, 2010 is a fine movie, Barack. It's leagues behind 2001, but it's a totally serviceable sequel.
Whatever, Trump, it's obvious that Joe's opinion is absolute trash, so it's up to you and me. What would you rank it?
I'd give it a high A tier. While it is a masterpiece, it's not my go-to for Kubrick. And just like Joe, I don't find it particularly engaging.
Oh my God. Well, since you can at least admit the movie's brilliance, I'll work with A tier. Now on to his second worst movie, A Buttfuck Orange, D tier.
That's a whack-ass take, homie.
Barack, this is your least based take yet? Clockwork Orange is fucking amazing.
Oh, of course you fucking sex offenders like this movie. It's a weird-ass fever dream of rape, torture, and discount Shakespeare.
No, it's not, damn it. It's a social commentary about free will, forced conformity, prison reform, and the treatment of released convicts.
Yeah, it's all stuff you should identify with, Barack.
Why, Trump, because I'm black?
No, because you like vanilla ice cream. Yes, of course, because you're black.
You racist-ass honky.
Don't make me bring up statistics, Barack.
Here's a fun statistic for you, Trump. Only 21 men have ever enjoyed 2 terms in office.
Yeah, and all but one were the proper color.
Guys, stop this malarkey. Shapiro has proof that we like girl cock, remember?
Fine, you're right, Joe, okay. Since you two dipshits have rapist hard-ons for this movie, how are you ranking it?
I think it's S tier. It may be difficult to watch, but it's worth the trial. It perfectly uses classical music to juxtapose its violence. The themes are important. Malcolm McDowell's performance is legendary, and watching Alex get his comeuppance is freaking hilarious.
Facts. This movie is a pitch dark comedy, and once you get past the rape scene, it's freaking hilarious. Throw it into S tier.
I swear both of you need to be on a watch list of some kind. Okay, now on to Barry Lyndon.
I hate to be this guy, but am I the only one who thinks this movie is kind of overrated? I know the filmmaking is extraordinary and all, but man, the first half of the movie is boring as fuck.
Nah, I was actually thinking the same thing. While I love the costumes and the romance between Barry and his cousin, Countess Lyndon, the movie is pretty slow.
I also hate how there's only one black guy in the movie.
There was a black guy in this movie?
Yeah, he was in the background of one of those stupid candlelit scenes.
Stupid? Barack, those candlelit scenes were revolutionary.
They weren't revolutionary, they were out of focus. Speaking of the cinematography, have you guys noticed how many zoom shots were in this movie? I know it makes each scene feel like a painting and all, but how many fucking zoom shots can you put into one movie before it just becomes lazy and overused?
Barack, are you trying to say you know better than Stanley freaking Kubrick?
For real. Besides Barry, there can't be that many.
Joe, I counted 36 the last time I watched it.
Oh, wow, that is a lot.
Dang, that'd be one hell of a drinking game.
Yeah, and it also helped me tolerate that Pennywise-looking motherfucker. What was his name?
Lord Bullington?
Yeah, I fucking hated that cracker.
While I hate him as well, that walking Oedipus complex may actually be one of the most underrated antagonists in all of film history. You really know how good a villain is by how much you want to strangle the actor in real life.
Good point. Okay, we've established we think it's overrated, but technically well made. What would you guys rate it?
I'd personally give it a B tier. While the filmmaking is 100% S tier, the runtime is overly indulgent, and just like Killer's Kiss, it relied far too much on voiceover to tell the actual story.
I agree that it's B tier, but I'd give it an A tier just so Shapiro doesn't get upset with us. I'm pretty sure this is his favorite movie.
Oh, fuck that whiny brat and everyone who hates us for not loving The Social Network. It's going into B tier.
Man, if only you stuck to your guns like this during your presidency.
I know, right? Okay, now for an easy S tier, The Shining.
Man, this movie is madcap boring. C tier.
Christ, Joe, do you have ADHD on top of your dementia? This movie is suspenseful as fuck.
Trump, your biggest fear is being stuck in a Motel 6 without Wi-Fi. I can't take your opinion seriously, and this movie is stupid boring. The whole movie is just three people walking around an empty hotel for 2 hours.
Joe, you obviously didn't live with relatives during the pandemic. Being stuck in a house with your family for 7 months is fucking terrifying.
Not being racist here, Obama, but the only scary part of the movie was when the black guy died and the blood came out of the elevator.
At least you have some taste, Joe. That scene is actually terrifying. Tell me, did you at least like Shelley Duvall and Jack Nicholson's performances?
Hated both of them. Jack is cartoony as fuck, and Bucktooth Duvall looks nothing like the Wendy in the book. I'd rather watch her in the godforsaken Popeye movie.
Ah, so you side more with Stephen King?
Yep, the movie is trash in comparison to the book. It's sterile, cold, bleaker than hell, and Dr. Sleep is the only thing that makes this movie somewhat watchable for me.
Fucking whack-ass Take Joe. That movie isn't scary at all.
Yeah, but it has Obi-Wan Kenobi and Rebecca Ferguson, so it's already 100 times better than The Shining.
You're so nonsensical, Joe. Trump, what would you give the movie?
I'd give it an A tier, but wouldn't dispute an S tier rating. The movie's legacy, reputation, and influence in the filmmaking community cannot be understated.
Yeah, influence is right. It taught directors that you can treat your actresses like fucking shit and get away with it.
Oof. That's actually a good take, Joe. I love the movie, but after seeing how badly Kubrick treated Duvall, some scenes are hard for me to enjoy. That said, it's too damn good to give anything less than A tier.
So much for you being a feminist, Barack.
Oh, fuck off, Joe. It's going into A tier. Next is Full Metal Jacket.
S tier.
Damn straight it is. It might even be my favorite war movie ever made.
It's in my top 3 for sure. Even though it's kind of 2 movies in one, both stories are equally compelling and it never gets boring.
You're absolutely right, Joe. And while R. Lee Ermey steals every damn scene in this movie, it'd be blasphemy to not mention the production design. The whole movie was shot entirely in England, and you'd have never guessed it.
Facts. In connection to that, one thing I love about this movie is that it actually shows Vietnam having cities in it.
I know, right? Every other Vietnam War movie was so focused on jungle warfare, and having urban warfare really helped distinguish this movie from the rest.
The soundtrack is fire too. Each song in it is a banger, and unlike every other Vietnam movie, it has the common courtesy to not have Fortunate Son in its playlist.
Yeah, thank God. Okay, now on to Kubrick's final movie, Eyes Wide Shut. Not gonna lie, it's kind of weird to rank this one since Kubrick never technically finished it, but as it stands, I think it's one of his best works.
Absolutely agree with you, Barack.
Amen, brother. It's hands down S tier.
Yes, it is. It had great commentary about the insecurities of men, the sexuality of women, marriage, and of course, social hierarchy. All in all, it's his most thoughtful and reflective work.
Yeah, those are the only reasons why I love this movie.
Yeah. Those are totally the reasons why I love this movie too.
And of course, we shouldn't forget the boobies.
Yes, the boobies.
So many wonderful boobies.
God, if it weren't for the boobies, I'd totally hate this movie's message. Hell, what movie wouldn't be improved by a couple of boobies? Or badass action scenes like in Fury Road?
For real. I bet if the Barbie movie had boobies in it and a few truck explosions, Shapiro wouldn't be making that stupid long video of his right now.
I heard my name in the ether. Have you 3 finished the tier list yet?
Yes, we have. I hope you like it.
Good. Let me see the list. Oh my God. You put Barry Lyndon into B tier?
It's a fucking boring movie, Ben.
It's cinematic perfection, Barack. This is fucking heresy.
Get bent, Shapiro. We did what you asked. Now get rid of those pictures.
Fine. A deal is a deal, I guess. But on God, I hope your fans eat you alive for that stupid take.
Oh, go jerk off to Daisy Taylor and come out of the closet already, you fucking fruitcake. And give me your sister's phone number while you're at it.
Stay the fuck away from my sister, Joe.
I'm your president, Ben. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
See, this is what I'm telling you, Ben. The libs are coming for your family. Go spread the word on your podcast and make sure everyone votes for me.
Oh no. The libs are coming for my family. I knew it. I must go spread the word before I come out. I mean, before my sister turns trans.
Thanks for getting rid of him, Trump.
It's no problem, Obama. I saw a moment to promote myself, so I figured I'd kill two birds with one stone.
Speaking of getting stoned, you guys want to roll a blunt and go to Femboy Hooters again?
Yes.
I mean, just for the wings, though, right?
Yep, totally, just for the wings.
Want me to invite Quentin?
Sure.
That'd be dope.
Hi, you reached Beverly Hills Famous Footwear. This is Tarantino. How can I help you today?
Yo, Ninja, it's your boy, Joey B.
Yo, Joey Biden. What's up, you little pancake muncher?
My rock hard cock, homie. The boys and I are going to go to Femboy Hooters again. Want to join us?
I don't know. Not gonna lie, that sounds kind of gay. Any chance there'll be bare feet there?
Yeah, most likely.
I'm in. I'll see you guys in 30 minutes.
Oh, crap, Joe. I just remembered I don't have any money.
No problemo, homie. I got fat stacks hidden under my floorboards from all the dementia pills I've been selling. You'll be drinking Alizé with us tonight.
Hell yeah, boys.
Fuck Andrew Tate, Joe. You're the real top G.
Oh, I know, Barack. I know.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. It's the one and only Digo Double G.